and what is the impact? So when people normally move, not because they want to move, either they see a train coming at the end of the line there and they have to make a move, or stand in the way of the train. And the other part of it is, if we don't do anything, as you mentioned earlier, you may be in the category of exiting the business. So what is the state of AI adoption now in 2025, in your opinion?
We did a survey early in the year. We called it like AI and automation, and we were trying to understand what was happening. I don't have that in front of me right now, but it was very high. Something like 50% of the respondents were using it regularly. Mostly with language-related tasks, and less so with other tasks. But what we've seen as the year has gone on is more use of agentic AI, and kind of orchestration of workflows that are multi-step workflows. You said it's a utility, and I agree with that. I think another way to think about it is it can be used almost like a junior professional could be used, especially agentic AI. It's going to get better with training. It's going to get better with time. It can do certain things now, but it's not very good at a lot of things, just like a junior or entry-level professional would be. And I think that's the way people should be thinking about it. It's not a panacea. It's not a silver bullet. It's not set it and forget it. And honestly, I'm kind of happy to see some people back, walking it back. Like we heard, for example, that, Klarna, had laid off a ton of its language and localization staff, and inevitably ended up hiring them back. And I think that's going to be the truth of it. And, I like talking about the humans more than talking about the AI. So we could do that if you want, but we can move on from AI.
Absolutely, absolutely. And this is my next topic. It's going to be like, we've heard a lot of layoffs in 2025. Major company laid off people, medium-sized company laid off people. And people can, create anything they want in terms of publicly facing excuses as to why. But the fundamental is lack of revenue, predominantly lend you or cash flow issues, think about laying off people. Now, on the human aspect, I mean, from where you stand, from where you sit in your position, what's your comments on the layoff situation in 2025? You mentioned one company had to rehire them back, but is that a trend, or is it one off, or where were we at?
The rehiring is not a trend. I hope it will become a trend. I hope we're going to see that next year. And I have a feeling, I'm going to have a little schadenfreude if some stuff goes poorly and they realize what a mistake they made. It's just that, so I don't know, surely it's a revenue thing. I think in the case of companies that have private equity investment, for example, and they just simply have to make the numbers work, that could be like they think of it as a low-hanging fruit. Of course, we don't think of it that way. We think of it as high value. And by the way, you're cutting off your growth levers. And no, DeepL, as great as it is, it can't substitute for a team of people. It can handle the language piece of it, the translation piece of it reasonably well, but that's just a small part of what those humans are doing for companies. So yeah, I mean, it's true. The layoff is definitely a trend. We've seen that. And I certainly hope that rehiring in kind of a reorganized way is going to be a trend next year, but I'm not going to call it.
You're not calling it right now?
No.
You're not hedging your bets on that one. Okay.
No, I'm hoping.